All right. Woo. Take 10 pounds off. 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, what's this, 40, 50, 60, 70. All right, 70 pounds. Should be doable. We just did a max of 80 pounds pronation press. So we're gonna try to go for finding our working set or weight. Really trying to improve overall functional strength in every lane if possible. That's my goal. Is I want to get overall stronger in pronation, stronger in supination, in my rise or my back pressure hammer curl. That's what I'm most interested in. So, pronation strap. So 3 felt about max with the 70 pounds right now on the left. Four was comfortable on the right. I expect my right to be a little stronger. Typical rainy day here in Florida. Do my little hammer supination. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nice little tool, heavy hammer. Top end is very heavy. Grip low on it. Work the bottom of the forearm. That supination type of knuckles down movement. Do some, put the table this way. Maybe what we could do too is, I saw this the other day. I'll give this a try. Flop it from one side to the other. Kind of work that pronation strength as well. So this is 10 pounds already. I'm going to add it 5 pounds. We're going to make it 15 pounds. Start there. So plate stack, 80 pounds was the max, 70 pounds. Got 4 on my right, 3 on my left. And then when I say heavy hammer, I don't know, flops. Left and right. We'll start with 15 pounds to start. See how many we can get. And then what I also want to do is I want to get on these Gripzillas with these bands and this chain. And work on some overcoming and yielding isometrics. All right, so here we are. Let's see how this goes here. Let's do, kind of get this out of the way. Set the elbow pad down. Looks like we're actually gonna land somewhere around here. Okay, that felt pretty easy. All right, we'll go left. One. Okay. Two. Three. Three. Let's see if we can get 5. 4. Now I'm gripping this in the actual hand grip area. As I progress, I think before I add more weight, I'm just going to progress my grip lower. That will make, obviously, the end of the weight feel a lot harder. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get 5. I think 5 is good. All right, so 5 with 15 pounds at hand grip. 5 reps. All right. So let's try to do 3 sets of those, and I'm going to do 3 sets of the 70-pound presses, or pronation lifts rather. Left and right. All right. Here we go. We're still in there, yeah. All right. This bad boy. In here. Two. 3. Woo! 3 is doable, but it hurts. On the left. So I definitely need to come up on my left. Three. 4 felt pretty good. Probably have gotten 5 on the right. Okay. Try this angle with the heavy hammer. 2. 3. 4. Last one. 5. All right. So that was good. Felt comfortable. I could see that increasing to maybe another 5 pounds. I'm gonna give that a whirl. I'm gonna do a 4th set. In fact, now let me do this. So I'd like to find my 1 rep max. So let me add another 5 pounds to this. I anticipate this feeling significantly more challenging. But I'm trying to get stronger, so that's the goal. More challenge, not less. Harder, not easier, like Todd Hutchings always says. Don't seek to make things easier. Seek to make yourself stronger. Perfection is not attainable, but progress is a worthy objective, right? So that's where we're at. All right. So 3, I think is pretty much where I'm at right now with this. We're gonna stay there. 1, 2, 3. No more need for warm-up sleeves. Hey, what's up, brother?
I got kind of stuck outside because the gate closed, so I think I might, you know the code maybe, or is it?
Oh man, were you trying to call me?
Yeah, well I called Sean, I think he's able to get me in. Said,
Oh man.
Yeah, it was...
So it's a new program, but I don't know if there's like a code. I'll be done here in a second. I was just doing a little strength routine. Trying to max out my lifts like Todd Hutchings.
Yeah.
Toddzilla talks about overall, working on overall strength. It's my first time working the plate stack again. I was able to get it at its full 1 time each on 80 pounds.
No, just static.
Yeah, like a pronation lift.
Yeah.
But I've been working with 70 pounds, 3 reps left, 4 reps right. The 3 on the left kind of hurt, but I got 1 more set of each and I'm good.
Yeah, that makes sense. Trying to get it in somehow.
Oh yeah. Wow, pana. So oddly enough, though it's a pronation lift, I feel it on the back of my, or the side of my arm, lateral tricep area. That's interesting. Grip strength was 55.45 kilos on the left today, or 122 pounds of pressure, and 56.1 kilos on the right. Last time I did it, it was 54.5 on the right, 56.8 on the left. So it was 125 versus 119. The week before that, I was 59 kilos on my right. That's going to be my high so far. And 57.8 on my left. Which I believe that is my high. So that was a good day. What day was that? That was June 27th. So it was about a month ago. Interesting. Okay, so let's get 4 reps over here on the pronation lift. All right, so I was able to get 4 on that one, on the pronation lift, 4, but that one felt pretty good. So we're gonna end this little segment here with I just added 5 pounds to the heavy hammer here. I actually saw the Russians doing this with kettlebells. So they were taking kettlebells and flipping them over, then using the kettlebell handle and going like this for riser, or tucking them in this way. I've got a couple kettlebells in the house, so I'll be using that as a device to work on the supination, knuckles down movement, and then also that riser. The game is to stabilize that wrist as much as possible and get that incredible hand strength. So I'm always trying to scavenge the internet looking for ways to get stronger. Different tools that are available, kettlebells, plates, the Gripzillas, the isometrics. I've been working a lot with the isometric. Actually, I wanted to show you guys this. I actually made this up. So I took some rope that I have, and there's attached the handle to it, and I made notches that signify different heights for hand placement. And what I've been doing is I've actually been putting this in my cruiser, looping it through an anchor point on my cruiser so that it's a fixed object and it becomes a dead stop. So what I'll do is I'll grab the handle to start with, and I'll pull into it, hold for a overcoming isometric where it's an immovable object that you're pushing through. So I'll do that 6 to 10 seconds and then back off, and then I'll start working my way up. Then I'll do the next height, and the next height as well, and then I'll switch arms. So hopefully isometrics, apparently the isometric, from what Hutchings says, is isometric training is the best kind of training. It's the future of arm wrestling training, because supposedly the isometric training, whether it's an overcoming isometric where you're stepping on a chain and you're pulling up a bar, boom, you hit the stop, and now once you hit the stop, you're pressing through it. Or like if you're bench pressing, you lay down on the bench and you have like a power rack and a pin, and so instead of the full range of motion, you would boom, explode into a few inches high and then fire all the muscles into that immovable object. Apparently you don't get as much soreness from that, which allows you to train that more often, and it has a 10 to 15 degree carryover depending on the joint angle. So the way that I perceive that is, what's up, Sean? The way that I perceive that is that depending on what angle I'm at, if I'm at a 12 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and then maybe a 9, I'll have a 10 to 15 degree carryover on the isometric strength. So that's the reason why I'm using those angles to kind of press into, hoping that over time I'll build that range of strength. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how I feel today. The guys are just showing up now. I've been working these isometrics for a couple weeks, and if I get smoked and obliterated, forget everything I said and stick to what you're doing now. All right?